All right, team, so something a little bit different today. You know, sometimes at work I actually go ahead and I do chalk talk. I just kind of have my students just ask any topic they want to learn about, and we just bust out a whiteboard and we just do chalk talk, and they seem to like it. I enjoy teaching. So the nerd in me came out, so we're going to do actually a brief little PowerPoint presentation, just really talking all about Mahi Mahi and how we catch them up here in the Northeast. And then we're going to follow that up with a bunch of footage from a really fun trip we took in mid-August. So if you like this format, let me know. If not, also please kindly say, yeah, Chris, we don't want to see you yapping, we just want to see you fishing, or we don't like it, whatever. Just hit that like button, subscribe, comment below, yeah, as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. So onward, here we go. So Reaper Fishing, New Jersey, baby. Let's take a peek. So yeah, Mahi Mahi. So again, the nerd in me comes out. There's your scientific name, also called Dorado, dolphin fish. Really neat. Mahi Mahi in Hawaii, in Hawaiian actually stands for very strong. There's E with a nice female he caught a couple years ago. There's a very pretty girl. Unfortunately, she's not part of my crew, but maybe someday. So really just kind of where these fish are. So they're pretty ubiquitous, pretty much here on the eastern seaboard. I mean, you're going to see them all the way from New England, all the way down to Florida, down to the Caribbean, around to the Gulf of Mexico, and then obviously also in the Pacific and out in Hawaii. They definitely get bigger out in the Pacific, at least from what I've seen in personal experience and, you know, reading all the mags and watching the videos. So just some real quick biology. So Mahi are really neat fish. So their lifespan is really short. They only live about 4 to 5 years. And what's really neat is that they're sexually mature at about 4 to 5 months old. So it's kind of like, you know, Hooper talking in Jaws. You know, all these fish do is swim and eat and make little fish. It's pretty neat. They grow so fast, they're ferocious feeders. They're so, you know, young when they're ready to reproduce that, yeah, I don't mind ever harvesting these guys. And there seems to be a lot of them out there. They're not endangered or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't mind harvesting them. And then what's really neat, too, is that during the season, once they are sexually mature, they spawn every 2 to 3 days. So that's pretty darn cool. And what will actually happen is that that floating sargasso weed that you see a lot of times out here in the Gulf Stream eddies or down south in the Gulf Stream, that's actually where they spawn. And I've seen little baby mahi and little mahi larvae at night out in the canyons underneath the light. So really pretty cool. They eat pretty much anything. And just real quick, the all-tackle world record right there, 87 pounds, 1976 in Costa Rica. When I was a young man, my mom took me there. I think I was 17, and we caught some big bulls. So yeah, out in the Pacific, they definitely get bigger. Location up here in the Northeast, so anywhere from 10 miles out to 100 miles. And really what you're looking for is any pots. So and when I say pots, it's typically the buoy or the marker, or it's called the raycon, that marks the string of lobster pots or fish pots. And these fish, you know, they're really just kind of cruising the Gulf Stream, cruising east and west from the Gulf Stream looking for forage. And out there in the vast ocean, there's no, you know, protection. So if they see something floating, not only is it protection for them, but it also provides a little marine ecosystem for little phytoplankton, little fish, and then that attracts the mahi. So up here, pots anywhere from 10 to 100 miles out. You can find pots, certainly up north, all through the mud hole. Down here where I'm at, you can find them at some of the reef sites, some of the wreck sites. And then I got some numbers, you know, that I can't share, unfortunately, or I'd get in trouble. But yeah, any pots, but also anything that you see floating. A tiny little piece of wood. One time when I was a young man, I remember a milk crate. We must have caught 100 mahi off a tiny little milk crate. So if you see something floating and it's 10 miles out or greater, take a peek. You might just save the day. And sometimes there's triple tail and other, you know, little jacks hanging around there too. Bar jacks, Amico jacks, pretty cool. So anything floating, don't take it for granted. All right, so there's Big Timmy, there's Krager. That's a real nice bull that we caught on light tackle. That was actually in the Carteret Canyon from memory. But yeah, so here's your size bag limit. So up here in New Jersey, it's a little bit different in Florida, but in New Jersey, it's 10 fish per man with a 60 dolphin per boat day. That's a lot of mahi. And then there's no close season. I will say, guys, now, we don't really target just mahi. We rarely do it. It's usually kind of ancillary to a tuna trip or to save a tuna trip if the tuna fishing slow. And sometimes on an overnighter, if we have a slow trip, the next morning, we go mahi fishing, really get some action, and to fill the boat with some fillets. And sometimes we just get bloodthirsty, and it's so fun catching these mahi, and you're flinging them over the side. Just be mindful of what you're killing and what you're taking home, because A, you don't want to break the law, right? B, but you also don't want to harvest what you can't respectfully clean and share and eat fresh. So Just keep that in mind. All right. So, but yeah, there's your bag limit. I also wanted to show you the difference between a bull and a female. So the bulls are the males, females are the ones that don't have the bull head, and I'll show you that. So there's Craig there. It was a rough day down in the Keys. He had went on his own there, and you can see the squared off part of the bull. All right, and then there's me. I was on my 32 Pro line, and you can again see how it's pretty squared off there. So those are males. The males get bigger than the females. And there's E again, and you can see it's not squared off, it's slanted, so that's a female. All right, and again, they don't get as big as the males. What's also really neat too is a lot of times if you catch a big bull, there will be a big female hanging out with him. They're buddies. They may be mating, I don't know, but at any rate, so methods up here in the Northeast, again, we rarely target them specifically. A lot of times what we will do if we're transitioning from tuna fishing to mahi fishing is we'll actually troll past the pot and just see if they're even there. And every now and then you can entice the bigger fish out to do that. You can troll small to medium ballyhoo. They really kind of short bite a lot, large, medium ballyhoo. They'll hit any lure for the most part. They're really not all that selective. If they're there, they usually will eat. But again, when we're pot hopping, that's really what I like to do. Just hop from pot to pot, and specifically out in the canyons, it's a lot easier. We find that sometimes in the canyons, the fish are a lot more aggressive out in the canyons than they are inshore. I think, in the summer, they kind of get picked over inshore, whereas offshore, you can't always get out there. Or specifically in the fall, when like right now it's blowing northeast, no one's going to get out there for days. When you get back out there on that first nice day, they're going to be ferocious and it'll be lights out. And then yeah, any weed lines or anything that you see floating, just stop and take a look. All right, so when we are pot hopping, we're using our light tackle setups, and it's really nothing special. I mean, you can see here what I have written down. I'll show you what I use. It's basically the same gear I'm using for fluke, light tackle, stripers, bluefish. It's nothing crazy. You don't have to get fancy. I don't spend a lot of money on my rods that I use for fluke, sea bass. I mean, fluke, stripers, mahi. I'm always beating them up. I'm taking them from my little boat to my big boat, or we're throwing them around, in the heat of the moment. So I don't spend a ton of money. So, I'll show you what I have right now. So team, this is the setup that we use for mahi. I have, I believe 4 or 5 just matching setups. Penn 4500 spin fisher. Zach and the guys bring their Shimano's or whatever. And this is just a 6.6 medium heavy tsunami. So it's TFSS 66MH. Again, it's 6.6, it's rated at 10 to 20 pound line, lure a quarter to a half ounce. And yeah, super lightweight. This is all you really need when you're pot hopping. So yeah, there you go. It's probably in total costs, I don't know, not even 150 bucks. A lot of times, if it's a night chunking trip, we also have our light, chunking setups that we're using for tuna. If I see a big bull, and the biggest, bull I had off New Jersey, I think he was 34, 35 pounds, something like that. I saw him and I opted to get this out. If I see a real big one, I'll opt for this. It just makes the fight a little bit more in your favor. All right, for terminal tackle, nothing special team. 130 pound barrel swivel, can even go smaller, 100 pound, 80 pound, whatever. 20 to 30 pound fluorocarbon leader. I like fluorocarbon. It's a little bit more abrasion resistant. Anywhere from 2 foot to 3 foot. You don't want it too long, because then that really backs away your ability to cast. You're snagging outrigger lines and things like that. I like to leave it a little bit longer, because then if I accidentally gut hook one, all I got to do is cut the hook real quick, tie on another one, and boom, we're going, as opposed to messing around with it. And then any 3.0 or 4.0 circle hook is just fine. I like using circle hooks, just less gut hooked fish, and gets you out fishing. This is a must-add. We use a lot of the Gamakatsu stuff. So yeah, that's it. Pretty simple setup. All right, now as far as bait, anything, guys. Peanut bunker, regular bunker, sardines, butterfish, killies. So again, normally it's we're using the flats that we already have for tuna fishing. When we're getting ready to pot hop, I'll cut up, a quarter of a flat, a half a flat. We have it in the buckets, and then when we get to the pot, you'll see in the video, just chuck out some chunks, get them going, and then throw that on the baited hook. You want to hide it in the hook itself, or hide the hook inside the bait. And then what's really key, I find, is live killies or live spot, when they're getting picked over, or they start getting finicky after you've already caught maybe 5 to 10. Sometimes they just can't resist a live bait, and a lot of times those bulls, they love live spot as well. So one of my secrets. Now, time of year, at least here in New Jersey, it's going to be July to September or mid-October. October, sometimes they'll last almost all the way up until November, but every now and then you'll get a big nor'easter or a big hurricane that rolls on through, and no one gets out there, and then out of nowhere, you get out for a trip, and boom, just like that, they're gone. But the last few seasons out in the canyons, September and mid-October has been phenomenal. I mean, lights out, right by your boat, fishing in an aquarium, no big deal. So yeah, October's been probably the best. That's it, team. That's enough of me yapping. Let's check out the action. Hopefully you like this format. We'll go from there, baby. I'll see you. That's one. That didn't take long. Dad's got one. All right, good morning, Reaper team. It is mid-August. We are very much so inshore today. Go ahead, Nick, throw one out. And we're pot hopping. I got my family with me. I got Nicholas. I got Brian. I got my dad. And we're mahi fishing. It took all of about 2 seconds. Little chicken mahi there. Right in the cooler. So now the key thing here is, so Dad's got one, so he's gonna leave that one in the water. And hopefully we draw the school to the boat. We'll see, hopefully there's a good amount there. Yeah, Nicky's got one. Yeah, Nicky. All right, go ahead, Dad, you can bring yours in. Yeah. Go ahead, Brian, you throw one out now, go ahead. Basically, you just, it's like a conveyor belt. One in, one out. Atta boy. Get him, Nicky. Yeah, those are the jacks. You can see the jacks following them. Atta boy, Nick. See the jack? Oh, the jacks are nuts. And then flip them right in the boat. Oh, these decent little size too. Right in the boat. Yeah, Nicky. Atta boy. Good job. All right, now take them off the hook. Oh yeah, Brian's got one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, Bri. Away from the Whoosy Watcher there. Atta boy, Bri. Oh, he broke it. He broke it? Ah, you had a good one. All right, team, yeah, so we're pot hopping today. Something a little different. I got my family with me, so we didn't want to run, 70 miles offshore. So we're going to be anywhere from 20 to 30 miles probably out of my inlet. And yeah, what we're doing is we're just going to go from pot to pot. And what you do is you get close to the pot. You don't get too close. Throw some chunks. And a lot of times you'll see them dart out. And then from there, once you get them going, then you throw out a bait, with a hook in it. And then the key thing really is leave one in the water. A lot of times the school will come right to the boat. Hey, look who it is. All right. Make sure you got a little bit of drag. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, you got a nice one, Bri. Or nip. You just stay calm, all right, Nicky? There you go. These are better. Nicky, just go easy on them, bud. Take your time. Good job, buddy. Yeah, go underneath Poppy. Good job. You just go easy, okay? Yeah. If he wants to run, you let him. You got three. They popped up out of nowhere. Yeah, they did, huh? Hold on, I want to get Nick's. Okay, Nick, come on over here. Go underneath your dad. All right, that's one. It's a good one. I really want Nick's. Oh, I don't like him doing that. Okay, take your time, Nick. Oh, God. Try and keep him in the water. All right, Zach and I joke all the time about gaffing mahi. They are the hardest fish in the world to gaff. Him and I will never miss a gaff on a tuna, but mahi mahi, I swear they're our nemesis. The only tips I can give you, they're way easier to gaff when you're trolling. the best I can tell you is to keep their head in the water and keep them somewhat far away from the boat. And you want to just get them idling next to the boat and aim right for their head. But it's tough because, you know, when you stick a tuna, there's so much resistance that gaff hook just goes right in due to the law of, you know, physics. But with these mahi, you know, you got to hit them with some force, and there's not much mass there to really keep it on the gaff hook. So yeah, it can be challenging. You see here, I just did everything I possibly could to not kill this fish.
Hold that up. Woo! Yeah, just cut it. Yeah, Nick. Wow. I did everything I possible to make you lose that fish. Nicky, that's it, Nick. That's a trophy New Jersey mahi. Gotta hold him up. Here, let's get the gaff out. Oh man, do I hate gaff. There you go. Don't lose them. Woo! Good job, Nicky. Oh yeah, Bry's in. Got him, Bry?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Decent little one. Try and get away from that pot.
The goofy guy in the glasses there, team, that's my brother-in-law, Brian. I just want to say something real neat to my brother-in-law. I consider you my brother, Bry. You know, you kept me fishing when I had nothing in my name. You took me out to the Wissahickon Creek. You showed me how to trout fish. And yeah, when times were tough, you kept me fishing, and I love you for it, brother. But Brian is such an excellent outdoorsman, team. You know, he's such a great trout fisherman. He fishes steelhead up in upstate New York. He's an excellent hunter. Just a very accomplished outdoorsman. He's very alien, you know, being out on the boat, tuna fishing and mahi fishing, but he still does a great job. And Brian, just can't thank you enough for keeping me fishing when times were tough. Thank you.
All right, right off the port. Fire away. All right, so there's the buoy. So I don't get too close, and what we'll do is we'll sling baits. That was not great, but you throw your baits as close to the buoy as you can. These are like really clean. He must have just set these.
When you're pot hopping like this, the dirtier the buoy, the better. It means it's been out there a long period of time. It's had a chance to get its own little growth, little marine, you know, phytoplankton, little crabs, little fish, and it'll draw in the jacks and it'll draw in the mahi. The dirtier, the better when it comes to buoys.
Oh, there's a couple there. There's a couple. Fire a couple chunks, guys. That's it, Nick. Come on, eat. Yeah, they're mahi. They're there. They're eating the chunks. Look, Brady is in. There you go. Yeah, Brady's got one. There's a couple. There's some following him. Nick, get ready to cast just beyond Brett's fish, okay?
Yeah.
They should be following him. Go ahead, do it now. Cast right past them, and you should get bit. Good. Let that sink. Oh, wow, they're just following him. All right, let yours sink now. Let yours sink, Nick. Let it sink. Man, they're just so shy. He's a nice. He's a good little chicken. That's good size to swing. Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
Where?
Nah, it's all right. We'll get back over there. That's it, right in. Good job, Brady. Good job. Who's drinking a beer?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Who's drinking a beer?
I am, Pops. Oh, you're in? Go.
What?
Go, we're tangled because we did not fish.
Okay.
Line.
More?
Yeah. Right there.
You might get a little squid juice on you. I was like, who's drinking a beer? Hey, Brady, there you go. Little guy. It's all right. Gotta rob Ben, baby.
Where's he going?
Woohoo! And you didn't think you were gonna catch anything. Oh, there they are, Nick. Yeah, they're all about chasing each other.
Fire it up.
Nikki, fire yours back out. Go ahead. Fire yours back out towards the pot. Don't snag Uncle Brett. Fire yours just past Brett's. And then Brady, do the same thing with yours. Just pendulum them right in. It's weird. They're so Nick, out in the canyon, it's not even hard. They just, it's like catching fish in a barrel.
Fish in the barrel.
Got a pretty team. That's a nice chicken mahi. Brady's just gonna swing them right in, hopefully. Alrighty. Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat. Nice chicken mahi. Look at that beautiful color. So, guys, that's a female. That's a chicken mahi. You can see colors don't get any more beautiful than that. Neon green. Look, Nicholas. See those colors? Isn't that beautiful? That's the size I like to eat right there. All right, we're filling the box. See, we got one real big one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, probably like 10 fish. There they are. They're already, I see them. Come on, guys, eat. Eat, baby. I saw them dart out. They're there. They're out in the chunks. Right out in the chunks, guys. They're eating the chunks real good. Back there. Throw back towards the chunks. Perfect, Dad. Perfect cast. Oh, he came right for you, Dad. He came right for you. Hey, oh, he missed it. He bit you, Dad. I'm pretty sure he bit you, right?
One just cleaned me.
Yeah, Dad's in.
One just cleaned me.
Oh, you gotta get him around the pot. Did you get him around the pot, Dad? All right, good job. All right, come on, Nicky, get ready. There we go. Oh, Brady, you got a good one. Try and keep away from the pot. Yeah, you got him. Okay. Good job, dude. There you go. Pretty one. All right, Reaper team. So, got a slight little problem here. So, I have Sirius XM weather on here, and that's all storms coming our way. So, luckily, I'm only 30 miles off the beach, and it still looks like it's got good distance to go until it hits the coast. But, yeah, might have to cut this trip short. But
Oh, yeah, I just got there.
oh, he popped off. Oh, you got him. You got him. All right, good. Be ready. Woo! So cool. Even the little ones pull, man. So fun. Pretty good eating size there. Same thing. Bingo. It's all right. That's perfect size. All right, and with me today on my Mahi trip is my nephew Nicholas. Nicholas, say hi to the world, bud. Yo. There you go. This is my brother-in-law Brian. That's my little brother Brett. Say hi to the world, Brady. So now somehow he belongs to my sister, who's darker than me, and him. But we're still trying to figure it out. He had a tough trip. It got cold. Wow, team, we had these storms roll through, and it's about 10 degrees cooler right now. Holy cow. So we're just chilling in the cabin now. Nick's eating all my snacks. He's eating everything, right, Nicky?
Everything.
Yeah, that's right. So we're just kind of waiting for our chance. I literally got done filleting those mahi right as the thunder and the heavy stuff came in, so I got lucky. So, but yeah, we're gonna prep the boat tonight. We're going tuna fishing again, baby. I'll see you guys out there.